great to see everyone. We're all back together at last. I finished my treatment just over 30 years ago. And while I'm happy to answer any questions about my treatment or diagnosis, it's not what I'm really focusing on right now. Instead, I'm hoping to talk about what I've learned over the years since my treatment finished, and some of the successes I've had and some of the challenges I've had as well. I think it would be fair to say that it's felt just like me against the whole world at times, particularly when I became an adult. I still live with the long-term effects of my brain tumour and treatment, and it's made more difficult, I think, by the fact that all these issues are hidden. I've been told that I don't sound like I have acquired brain injury, and I don't look like I had a brain tumour. I'd really like to know what I'm supposed to look like, but I don't know, I'll never know that. I don't expect people to automatically understand the effects of my brain tumour. After all, I wouldn't know what it's like if it hadn't happened to me, but I am extremely frustrated by people who don't make the effort to try and understand. Also, I would add to the hidden aspect is that people tend to make assumptions about me. I've been told that I'm quiet, I've been told that I'm shy, withdrawn, and most recently an introvert. I don't think these apply to me personally, but obviously someone has got those ideas from somewhere. People also seem to think that at times that I don't understand what they're saying, or I can't do things because I'm a bit slower. As a result of my brain tumour, the difficulties that I still live with are my issues with short-term memory, my slow cognitive processing, double vision, a hearing impairment, and balance and coordination issues. And as a result of all that, I do get tired quite quickly. It's taken many years of coping with the effects of my brain tumour and its treatment to find strategies to deal with some of these issues. And I'm going to share some of these in the hope that it might help somebody. The main aim for me is to make life run as smoothly as possible. And for me, this means planning ahead as much as I can. The main aim, so just to give a few examples, I make lists for or even the most basic things. Carry a notebook and pen everywhere. I have specific places for keeping my things, like keys, my mobile phone, etc. It's because I'm slow, it's much easier to find things then, and quicker. I also make my own diaries that are in the best format for me. My measure of success with all this is that I'm told that I'm organised. Of course, I just smile sweetly at people, but secretly I'm thinking, if only you knew the extra effort I had to put in every day for this. Slightly more light-hearted, but actually quite practical, if anyone like me has balance issues and feels pressurised into wearing high heels or stilettos, don't be. If they work for you, fine, great, I'm extremely jealous. But there are alternatives. I fell over at a friend's wedding not that long ago, and what made it worse was the fact that I kind of predicted it. I guess it's just another reminder of me to plan in the future. Despite the challenges I've experienced, the limited support I received at school, and people questioning whether I could cope, I did go to university and left with a 2:1 degree in psychology. I became absolutely fascinated by the human brain, and I went on to achieve a master's degree in neuroscience, and later on in research methods. I had hoped to enter a career in research, but I haven't got there yet. My dream has been that I could achieve a PhD one day, and quite honestly, I am disappointed that while I've had to work so much harder than others to achieve the same qualifications, sometimes even higher, that I haven't been given the opportunity to progress, where other people have. Also, I would have to just say, I suppose, paraphrase Rudyard Kipling, anyone who's read those books, I have an insatiable curiosity to learn more and find out things. Oh, and people might have noticed, I do ask a lot of questions. I think what I've learned from all this is that, tempting though it can be to compare ourselves to others, it isn't always helpful in the long run. We're all individuals with different experiences and skills. I definitely haven't lost sight of my hopes, but I now recognise the importance of every positive achievement, no matter how small it is. School and academic qualifications and achievements are only one form of success. For me, art, sewing and knitting are my achievements. I can read music and I'm pleased that I carried on with my music lessons. I'll never be a concert pianist, but never mind. I found out about the Success charity by complete chance in 2019 through one of many online searches for services that could help me or guide me as an adult living with the consequences of a childhood brain tumour. I felt and still feel that I fell between the cracks because nowhere addressed the multiple issues that I live with. I felt very much on my own and had begun to seriously doubt myself. I even became scared when a previous doctor of mine came to give a lecture. I wouldn't speak to them because I thought I'd be criticised for wanting to achieve. So, imagine my surprise when I found an online video of Dr. Spadeus talking about the issues I've been trying so hard to address for so long on my own. Of course, I contacted Dr. Spadeus and I was invited to join Success and initially help with research into the unmet needs of survivors of childhood brain tumours. Since my contact with Success, I've also taken part in the peer mentoring programme and am now a qualified peer mentor. I think this is a really valuable opportunity for young people to connect with others, and I'm sure it would have helped me when I was younger. Please do visit the stall at some point during the day. Success still has a long way to go to address the needs of survivors and families, but I can say from personal experience that nowhere else addresses these issues all at once. And believe me, I have searched. I can't help wondering how many other survivors are also searching for success but don't know it yet. After all, no one told me. I'll just finish by saying that although I know that there will be challenges and frustrations on the road ahead, thanks to Success, I know now that I won't be on my own.
Wonderful. And I have to say that she exemplifies the fact that, you know, she was treated a long time ago with for medulloblastoma with surgery, chemotherapy, and whole brain irradiation. And we've changed that treatment several times since. And she's done amazingly well in terms, and I sort of think, out of all those questions that you had, that we put up, what would you prioritise? Is it vocation? Do you remember the questions that we had about what's most important for you now? What would you wish that you had then?
I think, generally, if I'd been given the support at school, I didn't get any support at primary school at all, and very limited at secondary school. I think that would have been the most important thing for me, because I know that I've missed out.
Yes, and what about now, about employment and what you do?
Oh, I think if someone gave me the chance. I mean, if I'm very willing to accept that if I try something and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I've been trying so hard for what I hope to do, and people just don't give me the chance. And
so you find you're working voluntarily now, aren't you? Because it's difficult to maintain the earning potential that you are capable of. And it's difficult, isn't it?
Very.
And it's lovely to have her back. So one day I'm hoping that we'll employ our own peer mentors and we'll give them a job.
We need the funds.